Happy New Year's. It's the 2nd, and it's not too late to take advantage of it being the new year. But I think there's something we need to talk about because we're missing out on something big. And what I think that is we're only looking forward. We're making these big resolutions, and most of us, we know we don't keep them year after year. They fizzle out. But what about the previous year? Something that I've gotten to do with my friends is discuss 2018 and have time of reflection and have some time of closure before we just move on into these resolutions. We've been through a lot. You have. I have. A lot of joy, a lot of celebrations, a lot of sorrow and pain. And I think having a conversation on those things is extremely healthy and helpful to have with people that love you. You've had successes and failures. What if you could just think of a few things that you learned during 2018? How glorifying for God would it be to consider the things that He has brought us through, to consider the things that He has taught us, the ways that He has blessed us. And I was so blessed in having conversation. I got on a roll of all the good things that God had done. And only time kept us from continuing. And so it reminded me of His goodness, even with really a lot of deep pain that I had never experienced before this last year. And when we're talking about moving forward into 2019 and resolutions and things like that, I want to give a few tips or maybe things that could be helpful for you. First, know why. Why are you making it? Are you just doing it because it sounds good? Are you just doing it because you know you need to? Can you have a convicting, something that pushes you forward and motivates you of why? And I hope deep down in the deepest part of us would be to glorify God in everything that we're doing. Second, try to consider things that have eternal value. I went out and I surveyed 100 people, and 118 of them said that they were going to eat better and lose weight. Everyone wants to do that, and that's a great goal. That's something that we should do. We should take care of our bodies, eat well, exercise. But consider other things that may have more eternal value in personal disciplines, in how you treat other people, in the way that you relate with the gospel. Consider those things. Also, I'm doing something new this year. Instead of making goals for the year, I'm making goals for the quarter. So January, February, March. That's 13 weeks. This is the first week for me. Very short-term goals, and then when I get to March, I'm going to evaluate and kind of grade myself and then move forward with something new. Just think, if I did one commitment for each quarter over 50 years, if I lived that long, that's a lot of commitments and evaluation and growth that I can have with that. So consider that with me. Also think about these few things. Should the goal be vague or should it be very specific? There's a point where I probably would have said it needs to be specific or you won't do it, but I don't know if that's always true. I think perhaps knowing that you need to love people better is a really good place to start, and then figuring it out over time of how you can do that better is okay. I just think some of the danger with vagueness is that it's just out there. It's kind of ambiguous. You don't know what to do with it. And so you decide what's best for you in that. Try to know yourself. Is it being specific, or is it maybe just more general? And you can do that well too, to kind of know yourself with that. And last, accountability seemed to come up in our discussions over and over. That was like the key. And it has been for my life, whether it's reading scripture, memorizing scripture, praying, being in a community with a small group of men, with my wife. Accountability changes everything. And so don't do your new commitments on your own. Do them with other people. All right. So we love you guys. I hope that reflecting on 2018 will bless you and bring some reflection and closure, and also moving forward with 2019, that you will grow, that this will be a year that you draw close to the Lord and closer in community with other people.